Welcome to 100 Yards of Football. If you like the video today, please comment and share it. We'll surely appreciate it here on 100 Yards of Football. I'd like to give special thanks to my producer who's making it happen today for me, the very talented Mr. Jeremiah Long. Today, our video is the 2024 NFL Draft Prospect, Malachi Corley, wide receiver, Western Kentucky. So if you like the video, please comment and share it. I'm your host, Vincent Turner. Boy, Conference USA in the house. Campbellsville, Kentucky. Clem Haskins, Western Kentucky by way of Minnesota. You got another one coming, Malachi Corley. I'm going to say this. When we talk about this past college football season, there was a lot of great receivers on the national level. Marvin Harrison Jr. out of Ohio State. Rome Aduzzi out of University of Washington. Those two gentlemen really took the college landscape playing the position of wide receiver. But this gentleman right here out of Campbellsville, Kentucky, this gentleman is special. At 5'11", 210 pounds, if you put on this game film, you're going to be excited. And when I look at this gentleman, I look what he did at his years at Western Kentucky. He was a first-team All-Conference USA for 2 straight years. But the production, the production of this young man. See, when you talk about NFL players, and me, Vincent Turner, here on 100 Yards Football, I always want to look at your production, especially at the receiver and running back position in your career. With Mr. Corley, his receiving yards in his career, 3,035 yards, 259 receptions, touchdowns, 29, yards per catch, 12 yards per catch. That's what he did his career at Western Kentucky. What I'm saying is this kid is very, very explosive. But then when you look at the skill set, versatile, A+. The gentleman can play in the slot. He can play outside. Dominant at the collegiate level, A+. Production, as I just mentioned, 3,035 yards in his career, 259 receptions, 29 touchdowns, A+. The speed. When you talk about a gentleman right here coming into the National Football League, there's been questions out there and big comments that the gentleman is running anywhere between a 4.4 and 4.3. This gentleman has got it, A+. Look at his body right there on the screen. You could tell he's rocked up at 5'11", 210 pounds. Was strong as far as his skill level, give him an A+, because he can bench 355 pounds. Word on the street, he could do 225 at 21 times. Exceptional strong guy playing the receiver position, A+. Exceptional balance, A+. Vision as a receiver, A+. What I mean by that, recognizing routes and coverages in the secondary. Outstanding hands, A+. Rarely drop passes in Western Kentucky. You can look at his game film. Physical and coming out of his break, A+ as a receiver. A matchup nightmare, A+. When you look in it, the main strength that I like about Mr. Corley is that the guy is strong and very explosive yards after catch. One of the best in the country last year. Averaged almost 12 yards a catch, but he's a gentleman. It's very hard to tackle. And then finally, this is the ability that you got to have as a receiver. That's what I call kind of like playing in the schoolyard, playing at the lunchtime, playing when you're playing in the neighborhood. He's got that stop and start ability. Boom, when he stops, boom, he can explode back out of his stance when he catches the ball. And, man, that's very, very special playing at the next level. Mr. Malachi Corley has that. And then when you look at the comparison of all the great players of his size, of his stature, that's played this game at the college level, he reminds me of David Palmer at the University of Alabama on that 1992 National Championship team. He's got a little Jesse Hester that played at Florida State. He's got a little bit of the guy we named AC that played at the University of Michigan, who went in the NFL and did damage with the Minnesota Vikings. Then he's got a little bit of a guy locally. Our show is being broadcast here live out of the Metro Atlanta area. Mr. Terrence Mathis, who's a great wide receiver in New Mexico. He was very special. Malachi Corley has got that same type of skill set. And then you're looking at Peter Warwick. Mr. Corley's got some Peter Warwick in him. Then he's got some Henry Ellett that played at with the Rams that went to Fresno State. Then he's got some Mr. Jermaine Lewis that played at the University of Maryland. Remember Mr. Lewis returned that kickoff in the Super Bowl against the Giants when he was with the Ravens. And then finally, he's got a little Manny Hazard that played with that great run and shoot out at the University of Houston that played with Andre Ware and David Klingler. Mr. Malachi Corley. When it's all said and done, I know we're going to have all our other receivers that's going to be taken in the top first round, the top 10 in NFL draft when you talk about Marvin Harrison Jr. and Roma Doozy. But this gentleman right here, don't be surprised when his name is called, and I'm predicting it's going to be called maybe in the second round or the third round. This gentleman is going to be a productive football player at the next level. Malachi Corley, remember that name, Western Kentucky, wide receiver, Campbellsville, Kentucky, same hometown as Clem Haskins, who played at Western Kentucky and coached basketball at the University of Minnesota. This gentleman right here is a football player, brother. If you like the video today, please comment and share it. I'd like to give special thanks and prayers and blessings to Mr. Jeremiah Long for making it happen. I'm your host, Vincent Turner. Malachi Corley, wide receiver, Western Kentucky. I love the gentleman.